Well, hey there, and welcome to the Midwest Basement, where we celebrate Midwest taste in a classic Midwest environment. You can see that the basement bar recently got 2 tree upgrades, but don't worry folks, we still got a drop ceiling and the beer fridge is still always stocked. It's April, which means it's well into spring, and no matter if it decides to snow this week or not, spoiler alert, it snowed. I'm wearing summer clothes. They say dress for the season you want, right? Well, folks, let's just jump right into some local drinks good for spring weather drinking, eh? So, let's talk beer. And the wolf walks into the bar. First of all, have you ever seen a sexier can? The answer is no. No, you have not. The Wolf is an imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels and clocks in at a whopping 12.5%, though it was 13.5% last year. So this might be for one of those Wisconsin spring days that dump 12 inches of snow on ya. This is a specialty release coming from Sheeps Brewing and is normally released in late February or early March. Note though that they also release the Wolf variations. For example, right now they also have a Wolf Barrel Select, which is available in 22-ounce bottles. Three Sheeps seems to have variations pretty regularly, and they announce them on their socials, so be sure to follow them on Twitter and Instagram. But this beer, they cleverly say it's a wolf dressed in sheep's clothing. They say it's easy drinking and you won't notice the ABV. It's packed with rich bourbon, caramel, and chocolate notes, with some warm wood tannins underneath. Sounds delicious, right? This decadent masterpiece comes from Three Sheeps Brewing, which is located in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. It started in 2012 when head brewer Grant Pauley decided to take his home brewing kit and make a go of it. They grew pretty quickly, and as of now, they work out of a 30,000 square foot old Coca-Cola plant. They've got a killer large tap room. Be sure to visit. Okay, let's pop some wine. Just kidding, it's a screw top. We are on trend with beautiful packaging today. Look at this beautiful blue bottle. This is the Edelweiss wine from Drumlin Ridge Winery. This is a semi-sweet white wine made with a local cold climate varietal. They say it has similar characteristics to Riesling, but I can't tell you what varietal it is because it doesn't tell me. This is a medium-bodied white wine with notes of apple, pear, and a wildflower honey finish. It clocks in at 12.5%. The winery's website says this particular wine would pair perfectly with roasted turkey, chicken Kiev, or seared scallops in butter sauce. Thanks, Drumlin Ridge, now I'm hungry. This is the 2019, but the 2021 release of this wine won the Wisconsin State Fair Best in Show. And this bottle I have here was a winner in the Indy International Wine Competition. Drumlin Ridge is located in Waunakee, Wisconsin, and has been family owned and operated since 2017 when it opened. They have a beautiful estate of a winery with 15 plus different Midwest varietals grown right on site. The tasting room is also very gorgeous, with plenty of room both inside and out to relax with a glass of wine, or a few. Waunakee is really only a hop and a skip from the capital city, so next time you're visiting the Isthmus, make sure to make a side trip. Let's give it a taste. Nice crack. You know, I was going back and forth in my mind. My very first thought was, oh, it's pretty yellow. And then as I tipped it, I thought, oh, that's pretty clear. So, I don't know, I guess it's smack dab in the middle. I can actually already smell it from here. It definitely smells on the sweeter side. I get a lot of fruit. Lots of apple, lots of pear, just like they said. It smells like apple, but not that like very crisp green apple you sometimes get from like a Sauv Blanc. More of a Wisconsin apple, like a harvest apple, like one you might go pick during the fall season. Oh, I'm not usually a fan of semi-sweet or sweet wines, either red or white, but that's tasty. The fruitiness on the nose comes through equally on the palate. That is very fruity, and the fruit kind of complements the sweetness. It doesn't make it cloyingly jammy or I don't know where I'm going with that, but it's good. If you are a fan of sweeter white wines, I would highly recommend this. I don't have mine chilled, but I bet that this would be particularly well at a cooler temperature. Yep, I'm impressed. I can see why it's won so many awards. Cheers, Drumlin Ridge. I'm excited that this is now open in my fridge. But now we travel east to Milwaukee, where we visit the Twisted Path Distillery and sip on their barrel-rested gin. Again, everyone killing the labels this time around. Okay, first, just in general, folks, if you have never had barrel-aged gin before, oh crepes. Let me tell ya, you are missing out. They just have this like mellow unctuousness to them, which is amazing. So this is Twisted Path's base gin, which is their vodka infused with lemongrass, honeybush, juniper, and cinnamon, and then redistilled to form their gin. After that, it's rested in once used 53-gallon charred American oak barrels. For their first batch, that barrel had been used for their dark rum. Now, I couldn't find anywhere if this is still their first batch or if they're using some of their other barrels now to rest their gin, but I'm hoping we can tell when we give it a try. Their website says that each barrel rested gin is rested for 8 months in these barrels. And this is what gives it its beautiful caramel yellowy color as opposed to what gin normally looks like, which is clear. Twisted Path was founded in 2013 and got official digs in Milwaukee's Bayview neighborhood in 2014. They are a very small distillery, but they make everything certified organic and from scratch. Now, I have never been to their tasting room, but if their socials and their labels have anything to say about it, they've got a vibe. And I like it. Nice pop. Ooh. This is exactly what I would expect from a barrel mellow gin, and I already love it. Instead of that really sharp, alcohol-y, but also juniper-y and many times very floral, kind of like whoo, of gin, this is a lot more mellow. It still smells like botanicals, but just chiller. That is stunning. That is really delicious. I would highly recommend this. This is gonna make a mean gin and tonic, but honestly, I would throw this in some other gin cocktails because this just slaps. I can't even tell you what it tastes like. There are definitely botanicals still. You do get juniper, but if you're thinking about gin like Tanqueray, which I love, no shade, it's not like that. It's not that sharp bite of juniper. This is more floral, maybe a little green, but kind of a deep green, and then you get a lot of the sweetness and a little spiciness from the barrel. So I have to wonder if this is not from their rum barrel, but maybe from a bourbon or a rye even. I think I would guess a rye, considering there's a little spice to it, but I've been wrong many times before. Don't tell my husband. Well, I am thoroughly impressed by this, and I'm really excited to give this a shot in some cocktails. Guys, what about a Negroni with this in it? Yes, please. Well, it's been a doozy down here in the Midwest basement this time around. These all have been fantastic. I would highly recommend all of these, based on the labels alone, but also when you give them a crack. They've been pretty good. Please don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a taste, and we'll see you on May 1st. Cheers! But this beer. They cleverly say it is a sheep dressed in wolf's clothing. Nope, that's wrong.